Winners round 3. Alright. So this, I'm playing, I missed my homie Hoover. Yeah, you did. So, we're playing against Jack of Spades, man. And, for those of you guys who don't know them, they're Jake Magier. They won the Collinsville Regionals in 2019. I think that was the most notable they have done. From what I remember. If he wants to come in here and correct me, it would be appreciated. But, seeing this team, I knew he was going to be running like a double horse kind of team because he is on my NPA team. I figured that's what he was running in Players Cup because that's what he was looking into. And this isn't the best matchup in the world. Like, the Ndidi being Psychic Seed is very bad. Yeah, Thunderwave Aleki is very interesting. The Psychic Seed Ndidi is really annoying. Generally, my game plan versus this is, what's it called? Leading Aleki Porygon into this and forcing them to commit so much to... Yeah, I said that. He won Collinsville 19. I was there, so I watched it happen. And NGVGC, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. I love rank battling, I don't know if I'm confident for a tournament. I wanted to try Players Cup. We hit Master Ball for the first time in November with Pincurchin. Yo, Pincurchin was cool. I liked Rising Voltage Pincurchin a lot in Series 5. I thought it was really funny. I had a stream with that, and it was, like, really funny to, kill Porygons and Dusclops. But, I wish it was better. I do like that thing's design a lot. Basically, I thought, you know, their game plan would be, Ndidi Calyrex. Now, I had two game plans going into this. One of the game plans was really bad if they lead Aleki Calyrex, but I thought they wouldn't do that because that would put them at risk of, losing to Eerie Impulse Porygon, because they could see my Porygon has Eerie Impulse in the team preview. So I thought they wouldn't lead that. So I thought I could get away with my game plan of leading Aleki Zacian and getting some subs up, installing their Dynamax. Because their Ndidi could not touch me. And they would be wasting max moves in my substitute. So that was my game plan, but the problem is it's very flawed if they lead Aleki, I know, I hate that. It's so annoying. Because it has to, it puts it in the bracket. It's really weird. Like, this is like base form Calyrex. It looks really bad. That was basically what I wanted to do. I wanted to try something, like, go away from my normal game plan. So anyway, enough rambling. Let's get into the game. Let me skip this. Sorry about this. Okay. Also, since I didn't record the videos, I'm gonna have to cut up this stream into, like, different segments and upload my rounds individually like that. Like, post-commentary, which is a little unfortunate. But I was confident I really thought they would lead in DD, because nothing pressures it, because they have Psychic Seed. So and it's only game 1, so if this doesn't work, I can adapt into game 2. So, I was really hoping they don't lead Aleki Calyrex here. And guess what? They led Aleki Calyrex. And I'm just like, well, this sucks. This is almost an auto loss now. And by auto loss, I mean I have to win the speed tie. Which isn't great. Not something I want. I can't even risk the speed tie because they have Thunder Wave on their Aleki, so that doesn't help me. Like, I can't even afford to do that. So, I protected and went into Porygon here. That was my best play I had. And just try to stall out their Dynamax, which I imagine they would be going for. They would also I would also be able to eat a Thunder Wave this way. They actually did not Dynamax, which was a very interesting decision on their part. The Calyrex went for Protect. So, They were nervous of, you know, I think they went for the speed tie. They went for the speed tie. And they didn't want to lose the speed tie, and I don't think any of us wanted to lose the speed tie, to be honest. We would lose way too much momentum if we lost the speed tie turn 1. So, I Electroweb now. I protected last turn so I won't be hit by the other one, and I want to Eerie Impulse this Calyrex. They won't be able to kill me, I'm pretty sure, because, they won't have the Helping Hand boost from the Mindstorm. At least that's what I was assuming. If I lose a Lucky, I lose a Lucky. That's okay, because then Zacian will come in and be faster than both of these because of the Electroweb drop. So it was a really tough turn for him. He was thinking a lot. Because I have pressure on him with the Eerie Impulse, and he switches out, goes into Glacier. And the Alecki goes for Thunder Wave into Porygon, which was interesting. So I guess he just wanted to paralyze me, just because, which is fair. So unfortunately, I connect the Electroweb, which is nice. It means I can get my Zacian in pretty comfortably later. And I just Eerie Impulse into the horse, which is not helpful. So I'm in a really awkward position because I want to get Lapras in, but I don't, right? Like, I can't switch in Zacian because I don't want Zacian taking like 1,000,000%. Zacian is literally my win con here. I love that horse emote from Joel, Alexis. And so I Volt Switch, and you know, it's not supposed to kill. It's an Alecki. So I was like, I think I need to go Lapras. I can max the Alecki if I take too much damage with my Lapras, which I was fine with maxing Alecki, to be perfectly honest. That was my thought process. They just go for Electroweb. I'm gonna not appreciate this, but I miss it too. It was so good. They go for high horsepower. Hit the Lapras, does a lot of damage, and I'm already at 44 HP, which is not great. That means I definitely don't want to max this thing now. Actually, did I choose to max or did I not? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I maxed the Alecki. But I did that because I was fine with maxing Alecki. So Calyrex is gonna come in. Oh. YouTube decided to stop playing the video. Thanks, YouTube. Very cool. I went for Perish. And, since I figured I was going to be dying this turn anyway, getting a Perish up would be fine. My last minute Perish. They go for Astral Barrage, take my Lapras, not surprising. And they close combat with their thing, I'm pretty sure. But that won't be KOing me because they're not Life Orb, they're Assault Vest. And I need to hope I don't get paralyzed here. Like, I'd really like to not get paralyzed and get the Eerie Impulse on this thing. And I do get the Eerie Impulse, which is nice, so it's only at +1, or -1 now, and not +1. So Zacian can come in freely and threaten everything. So I'm thinking, hey, I'm in a pretty good spot right now. So even though I am at risk of losing Porygon, like, it's not the biggest deal in the world. So I go for the Aea's Blade in the Glacier and recover with my Porygon. And it's interesting because both of us haven't maxed yet, which is really weird because normally, like, Calyrex and DD, they like to max turn 1. They actually end up maxing this turn. Alright, I got you, Alexis. Yeah, Eerie Impulse on P2 is really good. It's starting to become become very popular. And it's nice and clutch. So they actually max their -1 Calyrex. Go for max Quake. And this is -1. That does so much damage. I did not expect that. So now I'm a little bit concerned. I thought I was in a great spot, but now I'm not. I don't think I clicked Imp, really. That's surprising. I barely brought Lapras. This was the only game I brought Lapras, I think. I had to go for Recover. I couldn't go for Impulse again, because I was nervous. So now I'm suddenly very concerned. So, depending on their last, I would assume it would be Indeedee, but it's actually Porygon. And not the best, gonna be honest. I don't love this position. So I was like, do I protect? He could read me to protect, and if he reads me to protect, that's horrible. But I thought about it. I was sitting on it for a while. Because, like, the protect is so obvious here, right? But I think I almost have to. And I went into a Lecky. And let me tell you, this was a horrible play. Not the best play in the world, gonna be honest. So guess what, guys? They read the guard. And now I'm like, great, now I lose. I should have just Behemoth Blade the thing. Because I was really thinking. I was really, like, sitting there, but I was just like, can I risk this? I don't think I can. So now this is horrible. Because now I don't have a Maxer at all. Like, I have a paralyzed Porygon. Like, that turn couldn't have gotten any worse. Honestly, I don't know. Looking back, I don't know why I switched out my Porygon. I really don't know why I switched out my Porygon. I think I panicked the last turn. I'm just trying to think why I'd switch that. Because that lost me so much momentum. I think I should have just attacked with both. And then I could have got something either way. But I get the double protect here, which is huge. I had to go for the double protect. And I get the double protect. So I'm like, okay, now there's a chance. Because I have Eerie Impulse to my Porygon. If I can get Trick Room up, and weaken their Porygon with Eerie Impulse, I can win the game still. Because they won't, at -2, Porygon will not be able to KO my Zacian. So, I'm like, okay, I just Behemoth Blade and I Impulse, and I'm fine here. As long as I don't get paralyzed, we're good. So I get the Eerie Impulse off, which means this does not KO me. So I'm like, okay, they didn't protect the Calyrex, I just win. Tri-Attack comes out, and as you guys can see, doesn't do anything. But they freeze me. And I'm frozen. And now I lose. So that's one way to lose a game. So I think I just forfeited because I was at -1,000,000 and they have a neutral Calyrex now. Like, there's no point in playing this out. But that was really unfortunate. In hindsight, though, I should have just attacked with Porygon. I don't know why I switched there. I think that was really stupid. I don't know why I switched. Like, yes, I can blame hacks there, but... And I did get the double protect. So there's that. It's still really frustrating, though. Don't get me wrong. It is very frustrating that, of all things, I get frozen. So let me just update this quickly. So now I'm like, okay, I don't like being 0-1 versus this. Like, this is really bad. I'm gonna skip. Okay. So now I was like, I'm just gonna go P2 Alecki. Like, cause that's clearly he wanted to go Alecki Calyrex. So that was their game plan, so I'm just gonna adapt that way. Yeah, I mean, you technically can do that if you set your names to, like, a different language. But the thing is, like, they can just be the same language as you. No, it didn't send twice, actually. Now, they actually lead Landorus Calyrex, which I didn't expect at all. But I don't see the issue with this position at all. And I just needed Alecki to live. Like, that's all I need is to preserve my Alecki. The problem is preserving the Alecki. Because the switch-ins right now, let's be honest, Zacian and Lapras. I guess Lapras technically is the switch-in. And that honestly is what I was thinking too. So, I sat on this turn for a while, I think. Like, I was really thinking here. I don't remember what I chose to do. I was thinking, do I Ice Beam? And I do Ice Beam, and what do I do with Alecki? I think I just Volt Switch? Or do I Thunderbolt? They actually switch out their Landorus, which is honestly not surprising. Let's be honest, it's not surprising at all. So I was like, oh, I should have Impulsed. Their Calyrex is going to max immediately. So they're going all in this time. And that's not great, because I didn't Eerie Impulse it. At least I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure I Ice Beam. I go for Thunderbolt just because why not? I figured it was the best play, and Mindstorm comes out into Porygon. This doesn't kill Porygon, but it does so much damage. Like, that's a lot of damage. And that's only turn 1, so that's really bad. And I Ice Beam into the Glacier, which is terrible. Like, this turn, not great. I'm gonna be honest, it's not great. So I'm like, okay, if the off chance they don't attack, I'm gonna Eerie Impulse the Calyrex. And I sat on this turn for a while. I think I chose to Volt Switch into Lapras. At least I think I did. I might have Electrowebbed because I could have brought in Zacian here. Oh yeah, I Electrowebbed because I wanted to bring in Zacian the next turn. And yes, with their Calyrex, they are forced to kill the Porygon this turn. And Porygon goes down, not surprising. So, I am Sash with my Alecki. So I will take any hit that Glacier wants to go for. But Glacier will go for their high horsepower and Alecki dodges, which is nice because I preserve my Sash, which is huge. That helped a lot, actually. So now I'm more inclined to deal with Calyrex. It is really tough. It certainly is really tough. It's it's probably the second toughest matchup, I would say. So I was really thinking what to do here. And I just chose to play the Calyrex, and I think Volt Switch. Like, Volt Switch makes the most sense here, right? No, I actually timed out and went for... Why did I go for Electro Web? I don't agree with that at all. I don't know what I was trying to do with Electro Web. The toughest matchup is Groudon Umbreon. Groudon Umbreon is the toughest. It 100% is. But they switch in their Landorus, and Landorus is still, let's be honest, it's not a switch in a Behemoth Blade. Yeah, it's only if they have Powder. If they have Powder and Umbreon, it's annoying. So Landorus, yeah, Landorus is not a switch-in, let's be honest. That's not a switch-in. High Horsepower goes into Zacian. I take mad damage. Not great. So... Now, I wish I played Kali Ice and Moongus. I really wish I played Kali Ice and Moongus, but I played none of them. I would have loved to play Kali Ice and Moongus. Turns out all the Calyrex Ice didn't do well. Except, actually, no, one did do well. I'm pretty sure. I chose to protect and Volt Switch here, though, because there was no reason I was not getting my thing in safely. I guess they could have close combated my Alecki. I was a little worried about them doing that. And of course, I'm forced to bring in Lapras here. Lapras is in a good position. As long as I don't get close combated on switch-in. That would be very appreciated if I don't. They go for Earthquake. They're going to be damaging their own Glacier here. So if I went for Thunderbolt, I could have killed them. Actually, maybe not. But they high horsepower again. I'm taking so much damage. I'm one of the Kali Ice that didn't do well. Sad. I hate to hear it, Austin. So now... I basically get 2 free knockouts, I think. I Behemoth Blade the Landorus and Geyser the Glacier. I think that's what I went for. I don't know why I sat on this turn for so long. I think I went for... Actually, you know what I did? I think I went for Substitute, which is a terrible play. I don't agree with this at all. Uh-oh. Did YouTube decide to stop again? Okay. YouTube did not decide to stop. That is a good question. Did you bring Centiskorch? I think I was... Okay. I think what I was doing is I was worried about Calyrex. That's what I was worried about. I was worried about Calyrex. So they kill their own Glacier here. And... they crit my Lapras, which doesn't kill. Like, it's unfortunate they crit, but, like... I was dead anyway to whatever Calyrex was gonna go for. Like, I tried to sub because I wanted to get into a position where, what's it called? Their, Calyrex. Like, I'd get a sub versus Calyrex. That's what I wanted. Cherish Yukon, how you doing? Yeah, Centiskorch made top 16 in the, LATAM region, I believe. It was Lapdog Centiskorch, which was really cool. I like the idea. So this position, not the greatest. I still don't like this position at all. So I protect, I literally have to protect here. And I forgot what I did. Actually, honestly, I think I just protected and attacked. And I attempted to Geyser? I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, I Resonance. This is gonna kill anyway. Calyrex actually goes for Protect, which is really odd. Honestly, I don't agree with that. Why would they protect? That's a throw. This late game Lapras, kinda. Like, if I just doubled the Porygon, I could have just won that way. But they went for Tri-Attack into Zacian. That wouldn't have killed because I have Veil up. But now this is really awkward. Cause yeah, I'm doing my set reviews, Jones. How you doing today? See, this is still bad. I need to lose my Sash here. Like, I literally have to lose my Sash because I can't afford to take an Astral Barrage. Yeah, the stream's going great. So far, we're on Winners Round 3, covering the whole set of Players' Cup. And this, I don't know how long this video is gonna, or how long this stream is gonna be, but I'm gonna be able to do all the rounds I played. So, Porygon goes for Trick Room. And now, it's interesting. Like, you'd assume I lose here, right? And I did too. I basically gave up at this point. Because I'm thinking there's no way I'm going to be able to get through these turns of Trick Room. I'm way too low on health. I'm going to have to take 2 Tri-Attacks. And that's not happening. So, I thought, like, look how much your time I had, and look how much thought I had to put into these turns. Like, there was a lot of thinking involved. I forgot what I ended up doing. I think I Thunderbolted, because I think they had to double Zacian. Like, they hit Zacian twice. Tri-Attack comes out. This isn't going to kill, because Aurora Veil, and Zacian's broken. But another one will kill. Behemoth Blade is going to kill this Calyrex, and I'm going to get off a Thunderbolt. So, the thing is, I don't think Alecki can kill Porygon because, let's be honest, I'm Timid Sash. Like, look at that damage. That's not good enough. That's not even a 3-shot. Or it's very close to it. Like, I'd need a crit. So I'm like, okay, I can stall out Trick Room turns if I guess which slot they're going to hit correctly. Right? And my thought process here is, okay, they have to hit Zacian. They literally have to, because if they don't, they just lose to Sacred Sword. So I'm going to protect, and I'm going to attack, and try to get as much damage as possible. I thought long and hard about this, but I think this was my best play I literally had to go for. But at this point, I was just basically trying to make a desperation play, because I didn't see a way I was winning this game. And they Tri-Attack into the Zacian's Protect. So that means I get another attack off. And that was lower roll than last time. That was so bad. And Trick Room has 2 more turns. Like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to make it through this. I need a crit with a Thunderbolt or something. Like, I just need a crit or a para. That's my only way of winning this game, is getting a crit or a para. So I'm gonna try for the double protect. I don't get it. Didn't expect to. And Zacian goes down. So Thunderbolt's gonna come out. They have 1 turn of Trick Room. They can still win. Like, they're basically in the winning position. And now they're forced to recover. They're forced to recover this turn, so I just attack. I don't hesitate at all. I just go for Thunderbolt. I know they're gonna recover. Because if I protect and they see I have protect, right? So I literally have to Thunderbolt here. And that heals way too much health. Like, there's no way I'm going to be able to kill this. Like, I need a crit or something. Or a para. And I was just like, okay, One more chance to get a crit or a para. If there's any way I can win this, it would be that. So I'm gonna try. Aleki goes for Thunderbolt. It killed it. And it wasn't a crit or a para. And I'm extremely shocked. I don't know how that killed. Like, somehow we managed to win that. And I was just like, going into this next game, I was just like, I was already defeated. I already thought, like, that game was over. Aleki doesn't hit the hardest. Yeah, okay. Where is this? Somehow I managed to win that, and I'm pretty sure that was a roll. I'm pretty sure I got the highest roll possible on that first hit that was on the recover turn, because that did a lot more than the other turns did. So Aleki keeping me in this game somehow. I don't know how it was able to hit, deal with that Porygon. But I still had no idea what to do for game 3, right? Because I don't have a consistent way through this. So I was already, like, half defeated. Like, I already was going into this match thinking the set was over, right? Which is not a good mentality. I highly encourage, like, don't think like this. It's really bad. Now, what did they decide to do? Yeah, the play Pokemon memes. Defiant Torn, yeah. Yeah. She was, Alexis was my emotional support. Throughout the tour, she had to deal with a lot of my complaining. I appreciate her for that. And yeah, they lead in DD Calyrex, which is honestly what I was expecting turn 1. I think this is their best lead versus me. Yeah. It is really funny that I did play Jake. Or Jackson Derulo, as the Discord is calling him. But they decide to max their Calyrex. Not shocking at all. They're going for Helping Hand. This is their only play they're going for. This is what they all do. Helping Hand, Mindstorm it. 100% kills Porygon. This is their safest play. I go for the Electro Web. I just need to slow this thing down. And they go for Mindstorm, takes me out. Nothing really I can do about that. So now I bring in Zacian, and I believe I click Substitute. This is what I think happened. Yo, Austin with the sub! I appreciate it, Austin. How you doing? Now you got the new Articuno emote. And all the other ones. But the Articuno is like one of the best ones. So I think I was calking something. The reason why I was taking so long with this turn is because I was calking something. I apologize. So I apologize for taking so long with this turn. I was literally calking something. I think I was calking in DD damage. Like, I was trying to see if I can get it down with Aleki and whether I can go for Electro Web here or Thunderbolt. If 2 Thunderbolts would knock out this in DD. That was what I was trying to do. So now, I believe I substitute. Because, like, I take less damage this way than I do from Protect, because I get obliterated through Protect because of the stupid Grim Nabus. And when I was calking, I found out 2 Thunderbolts do not KO this. Which is really annoying. They actually switch out into Landorus here. Which is interesting. I don't know if I agree with that. Because I still think they die to a double up with Thunderbolt into Behemoth Blade. Yeah, you definitely should have Zordor. Like, I didn't want to stream my games, I understand. It's distracting to stream. But recording them was fun. And yes, they max Quake into my sub. Not shocking. Okay. So, sorry, I was just checking my thing. Paul, how you doing? How you doing today, Paul? Congrats on top 16. Your set's gonna be at the end of the stream. So I just choose to, at this point, I'm like, okay, I need to get rid of this Calyrex. I need to get rid of it. I think they're gonna not guard here. So I Volt Switch here. And I go into the, I go into Lapras. I feel you, Austin. I definitely feel you. Setting up was, I feel that. Like I said, I meant to record the audio, and somehow I didn't record the audio. I don't know how that happened. But Calyrex is gonna go down. And now, this game is looking doable. Landorus actually opts to go for Swords Dance here, so I'm very glad I chose to stay in and double into Calyrex and get rid of it. And I still have my Dynamax. So, Alecki comes in, and I'm a little bit nervous because Rock Slide Thunderbolt is really annoying for my Lapras. But I choose to protect Zacian and go for the Resonance here in Landorus. Because I was nervous about getting like Earthquaked or something. Or Thunder Waved. I didn't want to get Thunder Waved either. Thunder Wave was really annoying. So maxing Lapras. And I'm like, okay, I hope I can take a Thunderbolt and a Rock Slide. I'd like to be able to. But I'm going to protect just in case. They actually go for Electro Web, so again, I'm glad I went for Protect. Because I didn't want to get webbed. That doesn't do that much damage. So, I will take the hit. I will take the Rock Slide, but they actually missed the Rock Slide, which is very nice. Like, that's huge. Because that helps me in future turns. I wouldn't have died, but it would have helped a lot. It helps me for future turns. And that crit resonance did not matter. I killed, like, that Landorus' whole family. Let's be honest. So, now they have just Alecki and Indeedee left. And I still am kind of nervous. But I think I'm fine at this point. Because I was worried about... Like, I have Veil up. I shouldn't be dying to anything here. I just double Alecki. I don't have to worry about Indeedee protecting at all. And if Indeedee wants to redirect, it can. Yeah, poor Landorus indeed. Definitely overkill. So Thunderbolt comes out. There's a lot of damage. That was helping hand boosted. But it wasn't enough because of Veil. And yes, I double into Alecki here, and Alecki is going to go down. And Indeedee cannot deal with both, with like the rest of my team. So, classic Alecki not hitting hard, yeah. So, somehow we managed to win this. I don't know how we managed to win this set. Because I basically have given up, like, in the second game. Like, I thought it was over. And somehow I still managed to win. So, that was something. Looking back, I don't know. I played the first game really sloppy. Like, I think I played the first game really sloppy. I think that should have been a win. Like, sacking Alecki made no sense there. Or, like, breeding them to, protect their thing. Like, I should have just attacked with my Zacian. So that was really foolish.